Welcome back to another video of H&HExpress model and scale trains. This will be part 3 of the build of the shadow station. So let's see how far I got and what I'm gonna do today. So as you can see, I added some cork here so that I can continue with the second track. And also the outer track is completed. So I have a turnout over here, turnout over there, and that turnout over there as well. So let's test this and then we will continue with laying the second track of the shadow station. So let's test the train and see if it works correctly. So let's move it forward. This section was already done. Now I'm going to push the train back. So that works. So now we can continue with the second track. For the second track I will continue with the cork pad and make that curve over there so I can complete it. So I will show you the completed when I get back. So the cork pad for the second track is in its position, and now we're gonna add the rails to it. I'm not gonna isolate them yet because this is just a test, and then later on when I install the control board, then I will make isolated sections. I did isolate it over there with the turnout which goes to the main track, but that is just so that I don't interfere with the current power on the main track, and that I can control this independently. So I have flex rails, the same rails which I use here, so I'm gonna make sure that this section is completed. So let me start with this section until I finish over here, because I have here an interconnect section in which I can drop the power for this track, and I'm gonna do the same for each individual track, so that I put a separate piece over here so that it's easier to mount. So let me see here what I need to take off. So I will need to cut this to length. Let me do that first. See if this fits. Now see, I have an issue with the beams. They are a little bit too long here, so I'm gonna cut them a little bit off. That should give me a little bit more room to fit them in. Okay. Again, I will screw the rails down. this one to length because it's at the same position where this in-between section is. Okay, so that's this section, and I will continue with that section and we'll bring you up closer. So now I'm gonna add this piece over here, and I noticed that it's the same as the other end, in which I need to cut a little bit off the beam. So let's see if we can fit it. So now we are here at this middle section. I'm gonna put a small piece of track in between as well as here. So I'm gonna cut this to the same length. So now I can add a small piece of track in between here and have the cables drop down here for the power. So I cut this section to the right length. So let me try to fit it here. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to solder this wire, black and red, to this piece of track. I already cut a little bit out, as you can see here. That's where we're going to solder the wire. And the flex section is the inside. So that's where the red wire comes, and the outside is where the black wire comes. That is how I have it on all of my tracks. So the inside is red and the outside is black. So let me tin the wire. And let me tin this piece. So now I need to cut this to length. Gonna bend it. So the flex section is red. Let's give it a tuck. Yep, fits. Since I already drilled that hole, you can just put the wire through it. Pull it. And then make sure that it's the right way around. We're gonna add the rail joiners. So I'm gonna slide them over to this rails. So I can first add that section and then the other section. So I need to add 2 more. Okay, that's the rail in its position. Release this section a little bit. I can slide that rail joiner back so that I have a correct connection. Now we will screw this section onto the board. Okay, so that is this section, the second track, complete. So now that the second track is complete, I'm gonna test it. So let's flip the turnouts and run the train. I did not clean any of the track, so it could be a little bit dirty, but we will see. So let's see if the train moves on that track. Let's get it back. Well, that looks promising. So now let's use some cargo cars. See if they can make the corner right. That sounds good. So let's push them through it. And let's get them back. The track is a little bit dirty there. There it comes. So now let's put the train at the other end. So let's pull it. Oh. Let's push it. Okay, that looks nice. So this was part 3 of the shadow station. So next video I'm gonna complete the 4 tracks of those shadow station, and I will see if I can make some isolation points to it so that we can start controlling that track with the Arduino as I did with the main track. So if you like these videos, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of these videos, please consider to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in a next video. Thank you and goodbye.